Music, please.
Fantastic.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard.
Sound, everyone. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you Better Together by Jack Johnson. Absolute fantastic tune. One of my slightly more complicated ones, but don't worry, we'll get through it. Right, so I'll crack on. I'll start off by teaching you the intro. Now, on the version I'm going to teach you, he doesn't actually play this. On the live version, I think the one I learned it off is AOL sessions. He actually doesn't play the intro. He just plays, the chord sequence once before. But I'll teach you it anyway because it's handy to know. Right, so what you want your two fingers. Well, you can use one finger or two fingers. It really doesn't matter. I use two fingers. You want to start off with the D and the G string down, and that's on the 10th fret. And you start on the 10th, slide to the 12th, back to the 10th, to the 7th, to the 5th, back to the 7th, back to the 10th, back to the 12th, back down to the 10, and then you do a little, and then it's into the chorus. Right, so I'll teach you the verses, the chorus, the verse I mean. Yeah, so I'll teach you, I'll start off. So the verse starts off on an F with an A shape, and he does a particular type of strumming, which I'll do a close-up on the right hand later, and I'll sort of define it for you. But yeah, so he starts off on an F, and you let that one ring, and then he adds an E note, so you get, and he mutes these later. D minor, C. So that's F, add an E note, and then it's D minor, then a C. Then he goes to an A sharp, you let that one ring, and then he adds an A note. Then G minor to C. And that's the whole verse. So I'll play it for you all together. So F, add an E note, D minor, C, A sharp, add an A, G minor, C. For you. Now the chorus starts off on an A sharp to a C, and now what he does is he plays A sharp then C, and then from the C he goes to a B. He like slaps down with the B and slides to the A sharp, so you get this. So A sharp, C, to A sharp. Cool. That's all he does for the chorus, and that's like better when we're together. Cool. And one extra little bit he does is the bridge, and all this is G minor to C. Every little bit of the song. And on the live version I played, there is, because on the recorded version he does a couple of little extra bits, involving the intro. But when he plays it live, he actually doesn't play any of that. So if he doesn't, then we don't need to be honest. So what he does for the first, just for the intro, instead of doing all that stuff, he just plays this once. Plays that one, and then he starts singing. There's no combination of words that I could fit on the back of a postcard. Yeah, so I hope that's been some help. Absolute great tune, like really nice, and definitely one for getting all the girls and stuff. Cool. So I hope that's been some help. I'll do a little close up on the right hand, and take care, everyone. Well, here we are for the right hand close-up. Now what he does is he plucks the bass note, pulls up with his fingers, and slaps down on the rest of the strings with his other two fingers. So you get this. Cool. Hope there's been some help. Back to the normal position. Well, sound everyone. I hope that was some good help. Again, any requests or comments, just give me an email, alright? So take care everyone. It's been my pleasure. Cheers.